Hi and welcome to our latest macrame tutorial. Today I'm going to be making a macrame snowflake and I'm using the Bobbiny 3mm single twist cord, and this is one of the new colours. This is the metallic copper, which is just lovely. Nice bit of shine for Christmas. I've got a wooden ring. This one's just 5cm in width. I'm working on my cork board with my pins, and you'll need a sharp pair of scissors and a brush to brush out the fringe at the end. So today I'm going to be using 18 cords, and those cords are going to be 30cm each. So if you cut yourself 18 lots of 30cm, and then we'll be ready to start. Okay, so I have cut my cords. So I've got 18 30cm cords, and I'm going to add them to the hoop just with a lark's head knot. So fold your cord in half. You've got your loop end, put your loop end through your hoop, then pull the other two cords through, and there you have got a lark's head knot. Okay, so you're going to do that with all 18 cords. Okay, so loop through and pull the other two cords through. Okay, so if you do that now, and I will meet you when we're done. Okay, so I've attached all 18 cords with a lark's head knot and spread them out. And then for each part of the actual snowflake, we're going to be working in groups of 6. Okay, so we'll have 6 parts to the star altogether. So for the first bit, you're going to take your group of 6 cords. Okay. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. All right, so I'm going to take my group of 6, but I'm going to put the outer 2 of that group of 6 to the side because we're not going to use those. And then with the 4 in the middle, we're going to make a square knot. Okay, so again, if you're not familiar with the basic knots, please just take a look at our beginner's knots video. Okay. So I'm just going to do a square knot, and using the metallic cord is somewhat different to using the regular matte colour cords because it does tend to split and untwist a bit easier. Now you can tape the ends, or you can just keep twisting it to tighten it back up again. Okay, so I've got my square knot there. Now we're going to use these outer 2 cords, and that are going to be the filler cords that's going to sort of like surround that square knot. Okay, so we're going to take the outer left hand cord, and I'm going to place it over the other cords, and with these 2 we're going to make a double hitch knot. Okay, so again, if you're not familiar with the basic knots, have a look at our basic knots tutorial. Okay, so go over once and then you go over a second time. This is where the metallic may split, but you can put a bit of tape on the end. There you go. Okay, it's a loose strand there. And then I'm going to do the same with the next cord along. 1. And 2. Okay. And then we're going to repeat on the right hand side. So out of that group of 6, the right hand chord is now going to be a filler chord, and then just with these next 2, I'm going to twist that so it's right, half double hitch, okay, there's half double hitch, okay, and the second, and with the next chord, okay, and there we go. All right, so there we've got the first part of our snowflake, and we're going to carry on in groups of 6, repeating that same pattern. Okay, so if I just, because I've pinned this to keep it secure, if I just show you again with the next group. So again, I like to pin the chords down so that they don't waggle about too much. Okay, so there's my next group of 6. Okay, and first of all, using the centre 4 chords, make a square knot. Okay, and then I think for this time I am just going to tape the ends so it doesn't untwist. Okay, so this outer one is going to be the filler chord, and then these I'm just going to retwist them and then just get a bit of tape, just pop it on the end so it doesn't untwist. Okay, and then we'll be able to take that off at the end as well. And I'm going to do the same with the next chord. There we go. So just a bit of tape. Okay, so now I'm ready to make the double hitch knots. Okay, so first one, over, and for the double, okay, there we go. And then with the second chord on the left, okay, so we're going over, through that loop, pull, and then over, through that loop, and pull. Okay, then we're going to do the same on the right hand side, and again I'm just going to tape the ends of these 2 chords that are going to make the hitch knot. I love this metallic cord, but it does untwist quite easily, which can be a bit annoying, especially if you're working with quite short strands as we are. Okay, so the right hand chord this time is going to go over, so make half hitch, and double. Okay, pull that nice and tight. And then the same with the next one. And there we go. Okay. Now, what you could do at the ends, you can leave it as it is, or if you wanted just to make sure that the ends are tight together, you could just use those. See, this is where the strands come apart. Let me do that one again. Then I could just do a hitch. At the end, just to tie them together. Okay. Pull that loose strand through, and there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do actually is, if you've got any loose flyaway strands, you can just use the scissors to pull them through. Okay. Okay, so I have repeated that all the way around, and you can see just from that how much the metallic cord untwists. But what we're going to do is we're just going to lie it all out, and if you want to brush it out you can, okay, or if you're happy that it just untwists on its own, you can just use your hands. Okay. But then what we're going to do is, with our sharp pair of scissors, you're just going to trim round all the way round, just to neaten up that fringe. Okay, so just spend a bit of time going round each part of your snowflake. Okay, so you can just untwist them by hand and just trim. Okay, they don't have to be perfect because, well, snowflakes aren't, are they? That's the beauty of them. Trim that bit there. Get all the way around and twist that bit there. Keep going. Okay, so there is the main part of our snowflake. Those bits, I'm going to trim that a bit shorter there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bit here. I'm just going to make a little gap, because that's where my hanging cord is going to be. So I can hang this on the tree or wherever I decide to. Might be quite nice in the window, or you could make a few of them and make a garland. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this in exactly the same way as we did with the lark's head knots at the beginning. So the loop through, then pull these two through here, get rid of all these bits, and there I have got a really simple macrame snowflake. Okay, you can spend time just tidying it up, neating it up, trimming off excess bits if you, depends how fussy you are about having it all the same length, and so on. Okay, and there you go, ready to hang wherever you want. If you've enjoyed that tutorial, please see our other Christmas macrame tutorials on our YouTube channel. Hit like, leave a comment, click on subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.